Welcome back to the show, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Identifying Snakes on Facebook. And what I do is I go into Snake Identification Group, link to the group down in the video description. Snake Identification Group, and then I scroll through. People post photos for identification, and I kind of think out loud and break down how I'm identifying the snake. Hopefully that helps you learn. And then I'll throw in some identification characteristics, and here and there I'll throw in some interesting facts. So let's jump right in. Up first, found in Florida Keys. What kind of rattler, please? Do they hang out in groups? And so right away I could see it's kind of a grayish brown with dark diamond-shaped markings going down the back that are bordered in white. Obvious rattle at the end there. And then on the head, I see a black mask bordered in white and kind of white triangle on the front of the snout there. Pretty easily identifiable as an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Plus the fact that it was found in the Florida Keys. And these rattlers are known to swim between the Florida Keys. They've been found out in the open ocean, swim between barrier islands in Georgia. So there's a neat little fact about the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Up next, ID please, Holly Ridge, North Carolina. So it's a pretty decent sized snake. It has these kind of cone-shaped, evenly shaped, numerous bands going down the body, kind of brick red. The bands do not break up into blotches. They are pretty much even all the way down the snake. There's not much to go by on the head. There's a little indication of a lighter marking there on the face. So this is a banded water snake, Nerodia fasciata. And I'll throw in a little tidbit here about identifying marks on this species of snake. You see these white tip scales, these little white markings at the bottom near the belly of the snake. And you can see them on this particular specimen going all the way down here. Now they don't always have it, but this is something I'll look for, especially on the real dark specimens where you can't see any of the banding. Sometimes you can still make out those white scales on even specimens that look all black. Banded water snake. Up next, Central Pennsylvania. Any idea on what kind? And unfortunately, the snake is stuck on a glue trap. It has reddish brown markings, saddle markings going all the way down, with smaller spotting near the belly. The top of the head has a distinct V-shaped marking or U-shaped marking. And then I can see the eye pretty clearly on this one from the top. And it has some bars and some more markings at the tip of the snout. And I can also make out some darker striped labial scales. And then when we take into account the location of the northeast Pennsylvania, this is an eastern milk snake, non-venomous, Lampropeltis triangulum. Up next, Birmingham, Alabama. Just want to confirm the type of snake, rat snake or king snake. Okay, well, glossy black snake, pretty decent length. When we zoom in, you can see those striped labial markings, that kind of black and white look to the right under the eye. There's speckling down the length of the snake, so white or yellow speckling on a dark snake with some whitish showing at the bottom and the labial scales in black and white. And then we take into account the location of Alabama. This is an eastern black king snake. Depending on region, rat snakes in Alabama will look a bit different here than this snake here. They'll be kind of a gray rat snake, like, phenotype. Gray rat snake, gray with gray markings, darker brown markings. Sometimes the snake can appear yellowish in Alabama. So a black snake with white or yellow speckles is going to indicate Eastern Black King Snake. And finally, we'll do one from Florida. ID, please. Unfortunately, I didn't see it in time. Probably hit with a weed whacker or something like that, or a lawnmower. Brown snake. Brown on brown, reddish brown. Light mid-dorsal or the light stripe that goes down the center of the back. And then there's some darker markings, some darker spotting on the borders of the light stripe. The head has a large white or pale patch, or collar, if you will. And the rest of the head is darker. And here we have, this is a Florida brown snake. Very similar to the DeKay's brown snake. And at one time it was considered a subspecies of DeKay's brown snake. Of course, similar habits to the DeKay's brown snake. They feed upon slugs, snails, and insect larvae, grubs, stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it. Most importantly, share it. Help me share and spread the education. That's my mission.